Welcome to Childhood Trash, a dumpster dive into our childhood nostalgia, where we re-examine some of the most influential media from our youth in order to answer the question, tragic or nostalgic. I'm your host, Pia LaPlaca, joined by my co-host,
Maggie Keating.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Pia.
I am so excited to finish talking about Dance Academy today.
Me too. This show is so silly and good and fun.
It is so silly, good, and fun, and it, I was sad to see this season go, but I was also like, why did they... I mean, I understand why they didn't wrap everything up, but also, I was really annoyed that they didn't wrap everything up.
Loki, also, we, planned this out super well. I didn't realize we were going to be finishing both episodes at the same, or both seasons at the same time. So that was, I think we're really geniuses for that. At least we did something right with our planning.
Something right. So much happens in these episodes.
Yes.
And I have so much to say.
I'm really happy that we can finally talk about everything with all spoilers.
Yes.
Because I finished this
a month ago.
Show a really long time ago because I got super into it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be able to watch season 2 because it's I'm literally going to do that when I get home probably. So
that's amazing. Mm-hmm. So give us the brief overview, and then we'll get into the meat of the story.
Basically, episode 21... 20?
Yes, 21.
Is called FOMO, the fear of missing out.
If you didn't know what FOMO meant.
If you didn't know what that meant.
I feel like this was a new phrase at the time.
and in the last episode, we saw that Tara injured herself.
Yes.
And she had this dramatic entrance with Christian.
Majestic fall.
And
she
flopped,
tumbled.
Basically. Yeah. Yeah. She literally flopped.
Oh my god, it was that's so smart that we called the episode She's a Flop.
Yeah, because
she did flop.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So basically, it's been a month since this injury in this episode, and she's about to get her cast off. Mm-hmm. But her and Christian have been bonding a little, and they're boyfriend-girlfriend now, and she's just kind of got a lot on her plate as she tries to get back into dancing. She has a boyfriend. She's planning the school formal. Mm-hmm. And, the life of Tara is pretty crazy right now.
The life of Tara is always crazy.
And, on another note, Sammy and Abigail decide to step up their relationship on the night of the formal. I can't wait to talk about
that sentence.
This is insane.
What do you want to talk about first?
All right, let's save
the Sammy and Abigail.
Yeah. So
Tara is basically helping stage the formal, which is a winter wonderland theme. Mm-hmm. And she's putting her all into this, and she's kind of using it as a distraction because she's missing her appointments to get her cast off.
Yeah.
Because she's throwing herself into it, and
she's nervy.
She's nervy about it. She's I don't know. Ethan and her have a moment because basically she's only told Ethan about this and about her fears of going back to dance and the pressures of dance and how she doesn't have as much pressure when she's injured.
Yeah.
And Ethan's I know you so well. We just get each other.
Okay.
I love them.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
The thing about me is I love Ethan, so.
Okay. Yeah. But Christian and Tara have been skipping class a lot so that she can kind of avoid all of that.
Yes.
But he has this moment where he's I can't keep missing class. I don't have a valid reason to be skipping class, and you do. And my admission to the school depends on how well he does, because he doesn't have parents to fund his education. So it's more serious for him than it is for her, and she doesn't really get that.
Another thing that's happening in this episode is we have the resurgence of Damo. Damo!
My king.
Who is, I literally wrote in my notes, some guy from the company. That's who he is. He got injured. Basically, they say exactly the same as Tara's injury, except his is unrecoverable.
Yeah, so he'll never dance again.
So Ethan thinks that he is going to get his spot in the company and basically gets the word ahead of time, but it's all kind of hush hush because they don't want to say anything because Damien's not formally out of the company yet, and it kind of looks bad because he just got injured. They're replacing him really fast, so it's kind of all under wraps. Except Ethan tells his sister Kat, and Kat doesn't really keep things a secret.
Mother, she can do no wrong.
So she does kind of let it slip to his other friends in his year, and they get judgy about it.
Mm-hmm. Shall we talk about Sammy and?
Oh, we can. We can talk about Abigail. Sammy and Abigail.
I love. Okay, I never saw Degrassi.
I saw some of it.
Okay. Were they doing all this in Degrassi?
They were doing all of this. Okay. They were doing all this and more.
Okay. Okay, then they should have been doing all this in House of Anubis. They put this on Teen Nick for season 3.
Would they put what on?
They put House of Anubis on Teen Nick for season 3.
What? Maybe season 3 is steamier than we remember.
Perhaps it might be. I love when high school TV shows actually like have like a high school, like they had drinking in this show. Yeah. Like it's not, you know, it's like if this like not the stakes are higher, but people just it's just like more fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little uncomfy.
It's a little weird.
Teenagers having sex, talking about
it's that. It's a little weird.
It's a little weird. So anyway, Sammy and Abigail talk about going to the next level, and they agree that they're ready for it, and they're going to do it on formal night. Sammy asks Christian for advice about Abigail, and he's like, you got to make it special, man. You know, it's like your first time. And Sammy asks about manscaping. I don't even want to go there. But he does at the night of the formal go, it's itchy, and I just can't.
Whose fucking idea? Whose idea was this plot line? Like, it's bizarre.
I don't know. Anyway.
But then it gets even more ridiculous.
It gets worse.
Yeah, because there's other stuff to come later in the season.
Yeah.
So
the night of the formal comes.
Yeah, the night of the formal. Okay, yeah. So basically, like, Tara and Christian have been, like, kind of beefing a little bit.
Well, basically, Christian's mad that Tara keeps going to Ethan about her problems.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just because he gets that side of me. He gets my dancer side. And Christian's like, I want all your sides.
Yeah, which is valid. He's like, why are you going to your ex-boyfriend about your problems?
Yeah.
And on the night of the dance, they're there. Do they get in a fight?
They get in a fight, and Christian walks away. So
but oh my god! And it's the iconic scene from the intro where it's like the snow is falling, and then he's like looking because his surprise for Tara that night was that he figured out how to get fake snow at the dance.
I was really confused at first. I was like, somehow it's snowing. I was like, what's going on? Tara essentially like blames Christian for her injury, which like kind of bad move, but also kind of true.
Mm-hmm. And he leaves. So
yeah.
But then Sammy and Abigail,
they leave the dance.
Yeah, and they're up in their room, and there's like candles,
he lit little candles,
stuff.
And he made his little bed.
But like they're like whatever, and then Sammy's like, wait, like this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And he stops it.
Yeah.
The foreshadowing goes cray. It goes cray.
It's cray.
Yeah.
It's a little cray. And we also have to mention Tara does get her cast off in this episode.
Finally,
after an enlightening talk with Damien. Because Damo's like, I could never dance again, and all I want is to dance. And she's like, oh, shit. Maybe that's all I want to do.
Yeah. So, episode 22.
Abigail's dress is really ugly, though.
Yeah, that's true. All of the dresses are flawed.
I thought Tara's was cute.
I can't even really remember.
It's like sparkly.
Okay. I don't know. Abigail's looked so bad, though.
Abigail's was bad, though. Yeah.
But, okay. Episode 22 is called Flight or Fight Response.
Oh, wait. What? Why is it, like, backwards?
I don't know. Maybe it's Australia or something.
Isn't it fight or flight?
It is fight or flight.
It's like how their toilets go backwards.
Yeah,
like
their sayings are backwards. Yeah.
It makes sense.
So, basically in this episode, Christian's hearing for the robbery that he committed with Aaron is coming up.
Yes.
Aaron literally has, like, disappeared and is not taking any of Christian's calls, even though, like, he basically needs Aaron there to, like, tell the truth about how, like, it wasn't him that, like, brought the knife and, like, he didn't know about it, so he didn't know they were gonna be, like, it was gonna be, like, an aggressive thing. So there's that. And then Tara has also been training in rehab to be able to return to the academy, but she's super, like, scared she's gonna hurt herself again, which is like pretty valid. I mean, sometimes you get injured in your sport and then you like can't ever be the same because it's like, what if I get hurt again? It's scary.
I sprained my ankle so many times when I was dancing, and like I have weak ankles, so that was always really hard for me to like come back from injury.
Yeah, or like I played softball. And if you
I played softball too.
Yeah. If you got hit by like the pitcher and it like hurt really bad, like you'd be like scared to go up to bat. Yeah. It's like the whole thing. Ethan, of course, is coaching Tara through her recovery, and they're both like kind of in like a weird liminal space because Ethan was offered the role in the company, but he also has like some offers from New Zealand?
Well, no.
Wait, what is it?
So he's looking into going to like a choreography school in Barcelona.
Oh, Barcelona. What's the New Zealand thing? Why did I think of that? Anyway. But yeah, he has other offers basically, or other plans.
He just is like, maybe I want to do choreography. Maybe I don't want to be a dancer.
There's all that. And on this side, like Abigail's a little bit like, why did that happen? Like, I don't, like, she feels like she did something wrong, basically.
Yeah.
To cause Sammy to stop wanting to, like, be with her or, like, something like that. So she starts to try and get really close to Sammy so that they can, like, I don't know, like, or no, Kat. To Kat. Oh my God, sorry. To Kat so that they can maybe, like, bond better, and then Sammy will, like her more. It's so sad that she's just, like, trying to be,
It is really sad.
Poor girl. Their relationship has just kind of been spiraling, and Sammy is, like, kind of putting it off because, like, he's using Christian's hearing as an excuse to kind of ignore her and, like, kind of throw himself into making sure that he's okay. He ends up, like, forgetting about a date he had with Abigail, going to Christian's hearing to, like, provide moral support, which is probably the better thing to do, but it strains their relationship more and they break up.
There's a part in this episode where Tara is sitting out of class, stretching her knee, quote unquote, and she's stretching her ankle.
Mother. She's so funny.
Like, girl.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
The point? I don't know. She got lost. Christian is goofing off in this episode. He's basically just like, there's no point to anything because they're just going to send me away. Mm-hmm. And first he's like actually going for a purpose. He goes to his street dancing friends and he's like, where's Aaron? But they don't know. But he almost kisses this street dancing friend. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do.
I was like, Christian, you've been broken up for 2 seconds.
But she's like, girl, what is your problem?
Oh, yeah.
She does not take that. She shuts it down. Yeah.
But basically, Sammy goes looking for Christian at the skate park, and they have this cute little day together. They get burgers, they go cliff jumping, and they just, like, really bond.
They really bond. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So I think that's a nice segue.
Wait, 2 more things.
Okay.
Kat is running a hip-hop class, and Abigail joins it to be closer to Kat, and she, like, actually shows the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Like, she does hip-hop. And, like, Abigail notoriously cannot do hip-hop, and she, like, did it. Yeah. And she's like, well, Sammy taught me a few things, and she killed it. Last thing is Tara gets her dream of flying on stage while Ethan plays piano, and could he be any more hot? He plays piano!
He does. That's true.
And she's, like, flying. She's doing her thing. You know, learning to fly part 2.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Winter's coming. So, basically, the next episode, 23. BFF. Best friends forever.
Okay,
I don't know why they keep, like, translating the...
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Christian has his court date, but Aaron ends up coming back, and Christian still feels this, like, sense of loyalty towards Aaron.
True.
So he decides to switch up the story to protect him.
Bad.
That's not good. And then Ethan is being courted. That's funny. To be one of, like, a choreographer in Spain, which is what we were talking about earlier. And Kat, like, catches wind of this and, like, really doesn't want him to leave. So she tries to, like, get Tara and Ethan back together so that he'll have a reason to stay.
It's so funny.
Because she, like, doesn't have a good relationship with either of her parents, and, like, she feels really, like, close to Ethan, and I think she even says, like, she just doesn't want to be, like, left or, like, abandoned anymore. And even Abigail, who used to be Kat's really close friend when they were kids, but Kat became, like, more of a rebel and abandoned Abigail for becoming too serious about ballet. A Betty Bunhead, if you will.
Betty Bunhead.
Yeah. Sammy, being the good friend he is to Christian, tells Aaron that he needs to tell the truth in court, and so that Christian can remain at the academy, because, like, he clearly loves dancing, and it's, like, really good for him as a person to, like, get this kind of, like, support and structure. So, yay for Sammy.
Yay for Sammy?
Yeah, yay for Sammy for sticking up for him.
Oh, yay for Christian.
Yeah, and yay for Christian for slaying and telling the truth. But Kat's plan to get Tara and Ethan back together fails. He is rejected by the company and remains in Sydney anyway. So did all that for nothing. But then they have a cute little moment. They're like, love ya.
They're like, we're better as friends.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And I like them as friends. I think they're great friends.
Yes. Yeah.
They're so cute.
Agreed.
There's a part in this episode where Tara sees Christian hugging the skater girl and she gets jealous. And basically Sammy tries to get Tara to help with Christian, and, like, she basically finally finds out what happened with the robbery because she didn't know. Christian says this to her, and it's crazy. You don't know me, and if you're honest, you don't want to. Crazy. Basically, Christian is definitely, like, he's like, I'm never getting back together with this bitch, which...
We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The whole gang comes to support Christian at the trial.
Yeah,
that was very cute.
Very sweet. They put all their differences aside for a minute.
Yeah, and they all like skip class.
Mm-hmm. So the next episode, Heat
Wave. Heat Wave.
Oh boy.
This episode's heating up.
Oh boy. So
episode 24, we're in Sammy's narration. What?
It's time.
Sammy is narrating. He's like, I like get so nervy.
I've been waiting for this all season.
Oh my god.
So basically, since the court hearing, Sammy and Christian have become much closer friends. We get all of those like montages of them hanging out together.
They run together. They play Guitar Hero together. Mm-hmm. They're everything.
They're everything together. And they're like, we don't care about girls, whatever.
I know, they make like a pact.
Yeah.
They're like the brotherly bond. Like they're gonna forget about girls.
Mm-hmm. But Christian flops on this bond because he starts to want to hang out with Tara again. And
he's
Sammy,
so confusing. Like, make up your fucking mind.
Sammy realizes that, oh my god, I've been waiting all season for this. Sammy realizes that he's jealous. He's a Labrador. Oh my god, I forgot about that. He thinks he's a Labrador.
He thinks he's a Labrador.
And he has these, what is it, muffins?
And he has muffins.
Muffins
for mouse ears.
Mouse ears. Basically,
See,
Sammy is gay. Sammy is gay.
Well, he may be. He's queer.
He's definitely gay.
He's queer-coded.
Okay. No, he's not even queer-coded. Like, he's just queer.
Okay. He's queer, but he doesn't know what he is yet. Let's not put a label on him.
Okay.
Listen, labels are hard, and Sammy's really struggling with labels in this season. And I have to admit, labels are really hard.
It's true.
I don't like labels. I think they're annoying.
Yeah.
But I also think they're helpful.
Yeah.
So I think that it's understandable.
Yes. Yeah. So that's Sammy's dilemma of this episode. Ethan and Kat's father, Sebastian Karamikov, arrives to direct the Academy's end of the year production, which is the Nutcracker, and they get to, put the pressure on for all the students to play the Nutcracker in the Nutcracker. I mean,
to play the Nutcracker in the
Nutcracker?
Nutcracker?
To play Clara and the other leads. And
so let me tell you something about the Nutcracker.
Okay.
I've done the Nutcracker. I've done bits of the Nutcracker, but I never did the full Nutcracker. A fun fact about the Nutcracker is if you're a dancer, you don't want to be Clara. No dancer wants to be Clara. Let me tell you about it.
Okay.
So basically, Clara, you get a solo, which is great, but you get a solo if you're Arabian. So like there's a lot of different solos in the Nutcracker. Mm-hmm. But like, no one wants to be Clara because Clara sits on her motherfucking ass in the second act and doesn't do anything. Like, you don't want to just sit on the stage for the entire rest of the production and do nothing. So no one actually wants to be Clara. That's a secret about dancers.
What's the goal?
The goal would be like lead in Sugar Plum or like lead Snowflake or like Arabian if you're more acrobatic. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because like those have more solo moments.
Yeah, the more you know. Oh my god.
But yeah, no one actually wants to be Clara. Huh. But it is kind of like a tick that like people like to check off, but it's not something that people actually like doing.
Fair enough. The auditions are coming. Tara is always talking about how she wants to be Clara.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. I hate this show.
And Ethan's dad is getting him to be assistant director. Mm-hmm. And AD. So when they have their auditions, like Ethan's gunning for Tara, and
he's like, just trust, she'll be able to do it.
Yeah, she'll be able to do it. And his dad is more ready for Abigail. Mm-hmm. Kat walks out of her audition.
Yeah.
And she's basically ready to quit dance.
She is ready to quit dance. And she, oh my god, I can't wait to get to the last 2 episodes. Which I feel like we should do. Would it be easier to like do those like together?
We could.
Okay, I think we should because it's kind of together.
But I do want to mention something really important in this episode. So Sammy is talking to Kat about his muffins for mouse ears. And
muffins means feelings, by the way.
Muffins means feelings. Yeah. And mouse ears is Christian.
And Labrador is gay.
And Labrador is gay. Kat basically says she has had girl crushes by confirmed.
I thought we weren't labeling anybody.
Queer confirmed.
Queer confirmed. Yeah. Yeah, we've had this theory the whole time.
No, I know. But I just want to reiterate that there's
proof. There's solid proof. And
just like Milton is queer, Kat is queer.
Yes, and so is Sammy.
Well, yeah, but that's obvious.
Yeah. So
it's quite obvious in the next episode.
It's quite obvious. But basically, Nutcracker rehearsals begin in the next episode.
Yeah, so the next episode is The Deep, and
guess who got cast as Clara? Clara? Okay. I feel like they said Clara in the show just because they're fucking Australian.
Yeah, accents.
Clara.
But
I would say Tara. I would say
Tara
and not Tara.
Tara.
I would say Tara.
I would say Tara.
I have a boss at work named Tara, so
I knew someone named Tara.
Oh, okay. That'll do it. It's like
that's how they pronounced it.
Yeah.
So
the more you know.
Anyway, So Abigail's understudying Tara. Now I'm confused.
I said Tara.
Tara. That's how they say it in the show.
Yeah.
And Abigail's really pissed that she's understudying Tara. I simply cannot.
Yeah. And since Kat walked out of her rehearsals, she's being the costume lady for this, which suits her very well. She kind of eats. She kind of eats.
So Sammy tells Christian that he can stay with him over the summer. Mm-hmm. And Christian's like, great, you just have to sign these papers. And he takes these papers, but he doesn't he does get them signed, but he just doesn't give them back to Christian because he's trying to avoid Christian and his feelings for him. He makes a pro-con list about Christian, which is giving the pro-con list from the beginning of this series.
It's so perfect.
And
it's all so full circle.
That's iconic.
Mm-hmm. Back to Clara and Tara, or whatever. Tara feels Tara is still not mentally recovered from her injury.
Yeah.
So she isn't sure that she has the confidence as a dancer to be able to be Clara in the show.
Yeah. And Abigail trash talks her right to her face. Yeah. She's like she can't even do the dance. She sucks. And then Ethan puts her in her place, and I love that.
Yeah. They work. But eventually Tara gets it. It'll be good. Sammy and Abigail have this sort of moment where they're I'm sorry, things went so bad, and
I literally, can I tell you, I walked away from the
really?
TV. I could not. I was like, what is going on?
Oh my god. Well, so at the end of this conversation,
Sammy kisses Abigail and she turns into Christian, and that's when I left.
That's when I was gone.
That's when I was gone. I said, I can't believe this is happening.
I clocked out. So basically that it was kind of
can I tell you, they made that the thumbnail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
It's kind of like Sammy was testing the waters to see if he would still be interested in Abigail after his realization,
girls.
But it's clear that he is not.
And then at the end of this episode, Christian confronts Sammy about the signature that he finds in his drawer. And Sammy's like, I think I like you. No, I know I like you. And Christian just walks away.
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, no.
And then you're like,
what if he's homophobe?
Maybe he's not an ally. And then
maybe he's not an ally.
and then they meet up on the dock or something. And Christian says, what's wrong with you? And I think that's funny. Yeah. And then he's like, you shouldn't be ashamed for how you're feeling. And we're still best buddies. We just need to work out this together. And then they jump into the river.
Yeah, because they're so cute. So, Learning to Fly Part 2, the last episode. There's nothing else, really.
The music guy is back in this episode.
Oh, thank God.
Miles, the music guy, is back.
My king. Oh my God, I hate him. Yeah, he's trying to get Kat to leave with him and go, travel, on tour.
The fake-ish Harry Styles of this universe comes back in this episode.
Yes, I forgot
and he's
about
also
that.
in the next episode.
And it plays a role in the next episode.
Yes. Yeah. Now you can do Learning to Fly Part 2.
So Learning to Fly Part 2 is the end of the season 1. And it is time for the Nutcracker performance.
Oh, I love the Nutcracker.
And Tara gets to pick her Clara dress. This is I thought her dress is so pretty. Her dress is so pretty.
The nightgown?
The one that she chooses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a little
blue sash.
Blue, the blue ribbon. And it's I don't remember the teacher's name. Natasha?
No.
What is her name?
I don't know. I just call her the teacher.
The teacher was oh, this is the dress I wore when I played Clara.
No, she didn't say that. She's never played Clara.
Oh, wait, was it the one that they used that year?
It's the one Natasha wore.
Okay, that's Natasha. I almost had it. And it feels like it's Tara's lucky dress. And as soon as she puts the dress on, she starts nailing all of the dances.
So
and it
true.
Makes her feel very confident. And that's very important. For later on.
Another thing that's happening in this episode, Christian's trying to set Sammy up with other guys.
Well, there's a moment in this episode, I think this is afterwards, but the one guy that was into Kat.
Yeah, he's I'm
is
gay.
All of a sudden gay now.
I wrote gay.
Yeah. and Sammy, but then it's a little nice moment for Sammy because he's they
do exist.
They do exist. And I'm not alone.
I'm not the only Labrador.
Yay. I'm not the only Labrador. Me at my job at home.
Tara and Abigail share the scholarship in this episode. Mm-hmm. Sammy's dad emails saying he's withdrawing financial support. That's crazy.
That's fucked. So he has to get really good grades, right?
No, he's gone. He's outie.
Oh yeah.
So basically, Sammy's I'm gonna work 5 jobs and try to stay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. Christian visits his mom's grave.
Oh yeah, very sad.
And reads his report card to her and thanks her for making him audition. Very sad.
So sad.
Christian tells Kat she can't leave without saying goodbye because now she's I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave, and he's the only one that knows.
And she's like, I'm going to leave with music guy, and we're going to go travel the world. And he's like, you're just running away. You're not doing anything. And anyway, she ends up coming back because Tara needs her, because her costume goes missing, because Abigail freaking hides it, because she's classic Abigail. Her parents are splitting up. She's going through a time.
Yeah, she's having It's okay. She's in her evil era. That's okay.
She's always in her evil era.
I know, she's extra evil.
She's extra evil because her boyfriend's gay and her parents are splitting up.
Ain't that just the way? But they convince Tara that she can go on and dance without the dress.
Abigail says Tara is a better Clara than her with or without the costume.
Exactly. She goes on the stage and she slays.
We also find out that Kat didn't make it into the second year.
That's like one of the very last scenes, right? Yeah, like she didn't do well enough, so they don't let her come back, which is interesting.
That's crazy.
And that's where we leave.
Yeah, and we end on her little performance.
Yeah, and she eats.
Yeah.
So personally, I loved this show. I can't wait to watch season 2. It's so fun.
There's so much I don't know. Like, what's going to happen with Sammy? What's going to happen with Kat? What's going to happen with
Tara and Christian?
I mean, in this last episode, Tara says to Christian that he can stay with her at the farm over break, and then Ethan says that she can stay with him over break, and she agrees to that. And then what's going to happen?
Who knows? So I'm excited to
the finish. Love triangle is back.
I love it. I usually don't like love triangles, but I do in this show. So it's good. Any final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, when did this show come out?
2010?
2010?
Something like that, I think. It's that era.
Wow. People were gay back in 2010.
I know, isn't that crazy? That's before gay marriage was legal.
I'm kidding. I just need to make that clear. No, I think it, like, does a good job. And, like, I think, like, the Sammy plotline, I think it's done really well.
I agree. And it's really sweet. And I enjoyed seeing it from a show that was from over 14 years ago.
Oh. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I was watching New Girl the other day, and it was like 2014. I was like, that was 10 years ago.
Oh my god, that's insane! 14 years ago.
Yeah. So anyway, if you worked on Dance Academy, let us know.
We'd love to
hit us up.
I love this show. We love this show.
We love Dance Academy.
Yeah.
Cool. If you're Australian, let us know.
We love you. Please talk to us about Dance Academy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's coming up, Maggie?
Oh my god, we're doing the Luck of the Irish for St. Patrick's Day, and after that, I do not know, actually.
What if we were doing Click?
Oh my god, I love that movie. Wait, I'm so sad. Okay, thank God.
Yeah. Maggie and I are watching some of our favorite kids' movies that the other person hasn't seen.
Yes. Oh my god, can we just talk about, like, some of the rest of the...
Sure.
Because there's only a few more.
Yeah, our season's coming to a close.
It's coming to a close. That's crazy. We've done so many episodes. We haven't missed a week.
We have, we've
like,
doubled up on
weeks. We've doubled
before.
up, but, like, we haven't really missed a week. So we're doing Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, which I never saw.
I've literally already watched it this year.
I'm really excited to see it. I've never seen it. And then we're doing my two favorite kids movies, which is Journey to the Center of the Earth, and I can hopefully call in some favors and get us an interview.
Yes. And then we have our season finale.
That's 2001.
Like, how many episodes are left? Like, less than 10?
Less than 10 episodes.
That's crazy.
We're like 23? How many are we into the season?
This is 28.
That's crazy.
I think.
I can't believe we've committed this hard.
I've committed so hard.
I'm proud of you for that. I always commit to the movies. I love the movies.
I thought I was going to say this earlier, and then I didn't. I also remembered what I was going to say earlier when I was going to say I was coming in hot.
Oh, what?
Oh, I had some crazy dreams last night.
Oh, really?
I had one dream where it was the apocalypse, and, like, literally, the world was exploding and I died.
Oh, L.
But I was with, like, all my family and friends, and we were all like,
we're gonna die, like the end of Don't Look Up.
It was so bad. Kind of.
That movie made me, like, very sad for a very long time. I didn't like it. But anyway.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Childhood Trash. You can follow us at Childhood Trash Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And you can follow Pia at Pia LaPlaca.
And you can follow Maggie at Maggie and Keating.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.